Hello guys, I hope you're doing great. I'm your host Hassan Khurram, and in this channel, Algorithm Minds, I have been teaching programming skills to students globally since 2019. I have been teaching them Python, SQL, R programming, MATLAB, and Tableau are data visualization tools. So in today's lecture, I'm going to start a series of videos where I will be teaching how to implement data science or data analysis techniques to a particular field which is called marketing. And when we combine data science techniques with marketing, we have an emerging field which is known as marketing analytics. So, what is actually a marketing analytics? What it actually help us enable us to do? So, it enables us to have a data-driven decision making uh, techniques that help us identify what are the profitable channels in marketing, where is the actual spend happen, and where we actually drive more revenue per ad spend or per channel spend. And then finally, what are the techniques that help us or that help a brand to retain more customers. So why we are choosing Python? Because with the help of Python in marketing analytics, we might be able to exploratory do EDA, exploratory data analysis. We might be able to do the segmentations of the customer based on their characteristics. We might be able to do predictive modeling, and then finally we might be able to generate reports in the form of dashboards in the form of CSV file. So let's move on and actually play with our data set. So first of all, I'm importing the library of pandas in our environment, and I'm giving it alias PD. And once I have that, now with the help of this function of the panda library read underscore CSV file, I'm importing my CSV file. So, and I'm storing that object of data frame in the variable df. So because you know that dpd.read underscore csv creates an object for the pandas data frame class. And once we have that object, we can apply multiple methods to it, such as we are here applying head. So what actually it does, it kind of give us the very first few rows of the data set that we do have at our hand. So you can see that we have customer ID. We will explore that particular kind of data set in more details along the lecture of this video. And once you imported that data set, now there's two very common methods that we can easily apply, like we have info and describe. So these are the methods that we apply to this object data frame, which is a class of pandas data frame. So here we have like info and describe. So what does actually info does? It gives us an holistic overview of how many non-null values are currently present in the data frame and its data type. For example, customer ID has an integer value, and subsequent order profit has some kind of floating values, and other things has some string value attached to it. And finally, we have the execution of df describe, that kind of give us a bit of statistical overview of the data set for the numeric variables only. So we have like count, like how many total entities are present here, what is the mean of the all the total values that you're currently holding within that particular data frame. And then we have standard deviation. STD stands for standard deviation. What is the minimum value, what is the maximum value, and quartile. So quartile is kind of a statistical concept. If you are not familiar with it, I request you to go and watch my series of tutorial videos with Python and statics. So let's move on, and we have already implemented a few of the methods of this particular object that we have created or data frame that we have created. And after that, we can actually perform some data pre-processing and actually help us have a very beautiful looking visualization that will help us identify how many unique values have been generated for a particular column. For example, we have marketing channel type, like a way how the customer was acquired. So here we are applying bunch of methods which we are going to discuss in details, but right now you just have to understand this is a marketing data sets, and we are applying data science techniques in order to come up with some beautiful analysis and some visualization that help us drive business decisions, that help us make informed decisions, and also inform our stakeholders. So what you actually learned in this particular video, you loaded and explored marketing data in Python. You know how to identify structure and key metrics. Next, we would like to do some data cleaning and preparation. I hope this lecture have been helpful to you. So in the next video, we are going to discuss these kind of topic.